Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Meenuti Chatterjee with the Midday News. The headlines. Campaigning gains momentum in poll-bound Maharashtra and Haryana with senior party leaders addressing the rallies. Prime Minister and senior BJP leader Narendra Modi says Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are the crown of the country. BJP releases Haryana poll manifesto, Sankalp Patra, promises interest-free crop loan for farmers. World Bank says India is a fast-growing economy with a lot of potential despite being hit by the recent global slowdown. And in sports, India in commanding position on day 4 of the second test against South Africa in Pune. Debutant Manju Rani gets silver in the summit clash of World Women's Boxing Championships today in Russia. Campaigning for assembly elections in Maharashtra and Haryana has reached a feverish pitch. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today dared the opposition parties in Maharashtra that if they oppose the move of the central government to revoke Article 370 and 35A, then they should include that in it their election manifesto. He said for the BJP government, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are not just a piece of land, but the forehead of the country. Addressing his first election rally at Jalgaon today, Mr. Modi said August 5th decision of the government when Article 370 and 35A were revoked from Jammu and Kashmir is inevitable.
Jammu Kashmir और लद्दाख हमारे लिए सिर्फ एक जमीन का टुकड़ा भर नहीं है, भारत का मस्तक है, मां भारती का वहां का समूचा जीवन, वहां का कण भारत की सोच को, भारत की शक्ति को मजबूत करता है.
Seeking re-election of Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the exhausted partners can support each other but cannot handle a big state like Maharashtra. He assured the people of North Maharashtra that there will be no scarcity of funds to implement water projects, adding that he is fortunate to start these projects from Jalgaon itself. The Prime Minister will address 9 rallies in a span of next 4 days. Now we bring you opinion of some young voters from Maharashtra and what they are expecting from this election.
My name is Rahul Joshi and I am from Pune. People are very busy, so it would be difficult for them to go to the voting booth and vote in 24 hours timeline. So I think it would be better if we change that voting process and we can make it online.
I am Mrs. Shruti Kulkarni from Pune. I think our candidate which we elect as our representatives are not doing satisfactorily. Our representatives are responsible for that. So you are not eager to vote them and it affects voting percentage overall.
Vishal from Pune. The work that candidate has done in past few years is also responsible for less voting percentage in Pune.
In Haryana, Bharatiya Janata Party today released its election manifesto, Sankalp Patra, at Chandigarh. Manifesto named as Hamare Sapno Ka Haryana 2019-2024 was jointly released by Working President of BJP J.P. Nadda, Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal, and other party workers. The manifesto promises interest-free crop loan up to 3 lakh rupees and waiving interest and penalty of around 5,000 crore rupees on crop loans taken from cooperative banks to benefit the farmers. The manifesto promises launch of Haryana Startup Mission and 4 entrepreneurship centres to boost the startup ecosystem and effecting implementation of Mudra loan scheme. The manifesto also promises without guarantee loan for higher and professional education, employment in every house of Haryana and provision of giving special benefits to the industry which will provide 95% employment to the Haryanvi people. The chairman of the manifesto committee, Om Prakash Dhankar, told media that the manifesto was prepared consulting all the sections of society, persons of all the professions through personal contact. He said the feedback on social media was also collected to finalize the draft. Addressing the media on this occasion, Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal termed the manifesto Sankalp Sutra and source of inspiration. Indian National Lokdal has released its party manifesto at Chandigarh, promising loan waiver for farmers and small traders up to 10 lakh rupees, crop prices for farmers as per recommendation of Swaminathan Commission, free power to farm sector for tube wells, and a slew of benefits for other sections of the society. The assembly elections in Maharashtra and Haryana are scheduled on October the 21st, and the counting will be held on October the 24th. On the second day of his two-day Gujarat visit, President Ramnath Kovind today met Prime Minister Narendra Modi's mother, Hira Ba, at her residence near Gandhinagar. Later, Kovind and his wife visited the Mahavir Jain Aradhana Kendra at Koba to seek blessings of Acharya Sri Padmasagar Suriji. More from our correspondent.
President Ramnath Kovind today met Jain Acharya Padmasagar Suriji Maharaj and took his blessings at Mahavir Jain Aradhana Kendra at Koba in Gandhinagar. President spent more than 10 minutes with Jain Acharya Padmasagar Suriji Maharaj. President also performed puja of Devi Saraswati on this occasion. President also visited museum which has the rich collections of ancient inscription and handwritten books on Jain Sasan. Yogesh Pandya, Air News, Ahmedabad.
Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman is scheduled to meet chief executive officers of the public sector banks in New Delhi tomorrow. The meeting is expected to discuss various issues including progress on credit offtake as part of the government's efforts to prop up the economy. It will review the fund flow to stressed non-banking financial companies and micro, small and medium enterprise sectors. According to sources, the banks are expected to present a report card on partial credit guarantee scheme and fundraising from market to enhance their capital base. This will be the second meeting of the finance minister with CEO of the PSU banks in less than a month. Jammu and Kashmir government will soon start telemedicine services in Srinagar to improve medical facilities in the state capital. Under the proposed service, all medical institutions in the Srinagar district will be connected with each other through satellite-based networking channels. In a statement, state government said consultations with concerned agencies to introduce telemedicine services are currently underway. The telemedicine services are a part of the Srinagar Smart City project. The project includes upgrading of existing facilities at Sher-e-Kashmir Institute of Medical Sciences and Government Medical College, Srinagar, and setting up of these facilities at all other hospitals and health centers in the district. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on Air app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. World Bank's chief economist for South Asia, Hans Timmer, has said that India is a fast-growing economy with a lot of potential, despite being hit by the recent global slowdown. Talking to PTI in Washington yesterday, he said India's growth numbers are higher than in most countries of the world. Mr. Timmer said the World Bank, in its estimates, has found that 80% of the slowdown in India could be coming from international causes. In its latest edition of the South Asia Economic Focus, the World Bank said that India's growth rate is projected to fall to 6% this fiscal. However, it said the country was expected to gradually recover to 6.9% in 2021 and 7.2% in 2022. Indian Asian Development Bank, ADB, have signed a $190 million loan agreement for improving road connectivity in Rajasthan. Finance Ministry said the agreement was signed to upgrade 754 kilometers of state highways, which will benefit about 26 million people in 14 districts of Rajasthan. For the benefit of commuters and pedestrians, particularly women and children, the project provides for constructing more than 200 bus stops and 2 kilometers of raised sidewalk on project works. On the second and last leg of his visit to two African nations, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu reached Freetown in Sierra Leone yesterday. He will have a detailed bilateral meeting with Sierra Leone President Julius Maada Wani Bio. He will also meet Speaker of Sierra Leone Parliament Abbas Chernor Bundu. The Vice President will also interact with the Indian community there. The Netherlands King Willem-Alexander And Queen Maxima will arrive in New Delhi today on a 5-day visit. They will be holding meetings with the top Indian leadership to boost bilateral economic and political cooperation. King William Alexander's trip will be the first state visit to India following his ascension to the throne in 2013. The visit is expected to boost economic and political cooperation between the two countries. In Maharashtra, a major fire broke out at a ground plus 5-story commercial building at Lamington Road in Grant Road area of Mumbai this morning. According to fire brigade officials, no casualty has been reported so far. The firemen rescued around 10 persons and 8 to 10 more are feared stranded on the 4th floor of the building. The fire-affected building houses shops and offices. Fire officials stated that the fire is confined on the ground and first floor of the building. Rescue operations are underway. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the stick-like object he was holding in his hand while plogging on the scenic Mamalapuram coastal beach in Tamil Nadu yesterday was an acupressure roller. In a tweet this morning, Mr. Modi said that he often uses it as it is very helpful. The Prime Minister made it clear in response to several queries made by people to know about the object. Mr. Modi was in the coastal town for a 2-day informal summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping. On Saturday, the last day of the informal summit, the Prime Minister was seen cleaning up a beach by picking up plastic litter and other waste during his morning walk. Arab League has condemned Turkey's military offensive in northeast Syria as an invasion of an Arab state's land and an aggression on its sovereignty. Following an emergency meeting of the Arab countries' foreign ministers in Cairo yesterday, its Secretary General Ahmed Aboul Gheit said that the Arab League is considering taking diplomatic, economic, investment and tourism measures against Turkey. Turkey has dismissed the Arab League statement, stating that it misrepresented its military operations. Meanwhile, fierce fighting is taking place around the border town of Ras Al Ain as Turkish forces continue their offensive in the northeast against the Kurds. The White House has said that U.S. President Donald Trump yesterday released $50 million in stabilization assistance for Syria to protect persecuted ethnic and religious minorities and advance human rights. In Sri Lanka, the National Elections Commission has sought the release of an additional 1.2 billion rupees for conduct of presidential elections as record number of 35 candidates are in the fray. The highest number of candidates in a previous presidential election was 22 in 2010. Commission's Director General Saman Ratnanaike told a local daily that the final cost of the conduct of the election is likely to be 2 billion more than the estimated cost in view of the extra number of candidates. Mr. Ratnanaike said transporting arrangements will also have to be changed due to the length of the ballot papers. India has enforced the follow-on with a first innings lead of 326 runs against South Africa in the 4th day of the second test match in Pune today. The hosts are in a commanding position with the visitors struggling at 172 for 7 a short while ago. 6th-seeded Manju Rani today settled for silver medal in World Women's Boxing Championship at Ulan-Ude in Russia. Second-seeded Russian Ekaterina Palcheva defeated Rani 4-1 in 48-kilogram category in the final match of the tournament. Rani yesterday entered the final, beating Thailand's Chuamat Rakshat. Debutant Rani was the lone Indian to enter the final. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Campaigning gains momentum in poll-bound Maharashtra and Haryana with senior party leaders addressing the rallies. Prime Minister and senior BJP leader Narendra Modi says Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are the crown of the country. BJP releases Haryana poll manifesto. Sankalp Patra promises interest-free crop loan for farmers. World Bank says India is a fast-growing economy with a lot of potential despite being hit by the recent global slowdown. And in sports, India in commanding position on day 4 of the second test against South Africa in Pune. Debutant Manju Rani gets silver in the summit clash of the Women's Boxing Championships today in Russia. And with that, we end the Midday News.